It's easy to get trapped inside our own head. We throw our headphones in, stare at our phones, just get through the daily grind, worrying about our own stress, bills, problems. We get so disconnected from the world around us that we forget that the person standing in front of you in line or over in the next aisle is a whole-ass human being. They have a massive, complicated life, family drama, fears, heartbreak, just like we do. I listen to a lot of podcasts where people share their deepest hardships and stories, and one chilling thing continues to come up over and over again. When people talk about reaching their breaking points, they almost always say the exact same thing. Nobody ever stopped to ask if I was okay. Nobody ever cared to see what was wrong. Just think about how heavy that is. We see these terrible headlines every day: massacres, school shootings, violence, just people completely losing their minds. And look, I'm not excusing horrific behavior, but if we're being completely honest and looking at the root of it, so much of this absolute madness happens because people feel completely isolated. They feel invisible. They stay so focused on their own pain and anger, convinced that the world hates them and nobody gives a shit, so they end up spiraling into deep, dark, dangerous places. And you hear later in their stories, they always say, if one person just looked at me in the eye and asked if I was okay, asked what was going on, maybe it all would have been so different. And on the flip side, you see people that remember the most tiny, insignificant act of kindness for the rest of their lives. Just hold the door open for someone and smile. If you feel like somebody's looking like they're having a bad day, say, hey man, you all right? Just try and be a nice person to someone when you could tell that they could use just a little kindness. It sounds really basic, but in a world where things are just getting increasingly cold and we are so intensely wrapped up in ourselves and in our phone and not actually caring about one another, those small basic acts can truly be life-changing. Human decency can really be a rare commodity. And I can be completely guilty of this too, especially, working at this current job I've got. I've just been through a real lot in the past few years, and I get that, staying to yourself can kind of be your own safe haven in a lot of ways, or, I just think that it gets way too isolating and we become way too indulged in ourselves that this world just, everybody feels so alone, and it's just not okay. It takes effort to break out of that shell. It's a constant battle, but you don't have to change your whole life or go on some charity crusade. You just have to be a little more mindful, be a little more understanding that people are going through a lot right now, especially. It's a really trying time in the world. If you're feeling that urge to just say hi to someone or just be kind to someone, just don't block it. Do it. I'm sure that person could use it. Let's start treating each other like humans again, yeah? But alright guys, leave a comment if you're vibing with me at all, if you agree with me or disagree or whatever. And hit follow if you are interested in, building some more empathy in today's world. I think we could use it. But yeah guys, I'm done rambling. Have a great rest of your day. Love you. Bye.